All right. What's up, everybody? I can't speak. This got off to a fantastic start. I've already stumbled over saying my name. I'm Ninmirin. Today I'm going to be playing the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game that was put on the PS4. So it's the original game as far as I understand it, but it's on PS4 now, which is really exciting. I always wanted to play these games, but I never really got the chance because they were never... I didn't have a lot of money, and they were never reduced in price at my local GameStop. They were always, like Pokemon games, they were basically full price, even used, and I just could never afford to spend that money on a game that I wasn't completely sure I was going to like. Excuse me, I have hiccups. So I never got to play them. But, Duncan Crew, Melly and John, fantabulous beings that they are, got this game for me to help me celebrate becoming a Twitch affiliate. And I'm eternally grateful, and whenever anybody actually joins me in the stream, I'll be super excited to put down a shout out for them. But their Twitch is DUNKINKREW, Duncan Crew. I adore both Melly and John. They're very sweet people, they're very kind, they're very generous. Even when they're dealing with a lot, they put other people first. They care so much about the community that they've begun building on Twitch that has just continued to grow via their love for what they do and for the people that have joined them on this journey. Honestly, streamer goals. Like, for real. I apologize for being out of breath. I had to eat really quick before I could start my stream. Because I've been really dizzy all day, and I just wanted to make sure that I ate something with protein to keep my iron up. Excuse me. But I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Oh, I did cut my hand earlier. I accidentally got like a paper cut on a piece of plastic. Ow. Whiny noises. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes just so that my music spot can potentially actually get the notification out without me having to wait half an hour, but honestly, I'll probably start this in just a minute. Because last time I think it took like 25 minutes just for the music spot to say, hey, Nin is live. Like, I don't know what I pay you for. Oh, wait, I don't pay you. I'm funny. Okay. Oh. Jakob, thank you so much for the subscription. It's good to have you. 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Objection. One should not get paper cuts. You are correct. I do my best not to. But I was putting something in the fridge and the packaging next to it decided to bite me. Which is funny, because bite me is usually the rebuttal I would give to an inanimate object that gives me sass, but, I think this one just took it literally. Oh, I just noticed, thank you so much for the follow, Scorpion King. I really appreciate having you here. Alright, I don't think MusicSpot is going to do its job properly, because it should have put it out within the first 3 minutes, so we're just going to go ahead and press X and sort of get this started. I'm also, while that loads in, I'm going to throw a quick message into my server. I like this music. There we go. Oh, that's a high-pitched noise. Text skip, full auto skip. Oh, I'm not gonna be skipping text. I'm gonna turn that... I'm not gonna turn it off, but I'm gonna turn that down. I might end up having to change the background music. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I can hear myself think better. Text box transparency? No, I'll leave it like this so it's easier to read, especially for anybody who checks this out on mobile. Vibration on, screen shake I'll go ahead and turn off. Alright. Looks good to me. Let's start a new game. So this is the full trilogy, well, not full trilogy, because I know that there's other games, but this is the original trilogy. And I've never played any of them, so let's get started. Episode 1, The First Turnabout. Why does the guy in the back look like a horror movie villain? I already don't trust him just based on that expression. This dude here in the front looks like he just got shocked by something. Is he like a rock star accused of murder and it was actually the quiet businessman and we're gonna see him make that face when we catch him? That's my prediction. Let's find out. Oh, play this game. I thought I hit X. Oh, play the first turnabout. Yes. Let's do it. I'm probably not gonna commit to any voices just because I don't think I'll be able to keep them up, and also I don't like my own voices. Gasp. Uh-oh, that's a bloody statue. Tiny statue. Oh no! Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, it was the businessman. Oh, so we know from the start. He said, I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it in time. Well, on time. I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? I don't think you're allowed to do that, are you? No, that's doctors that can't, like, work on someone that they already knew. Because if you can represent yourself, there's no reason you can't know a lawyer personally. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair! Ah! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh, you're so cute! His name is Butts. I love that. Nick! Hey there, Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Why would I tell them you're guilty? Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Oh, she was his girlfriend. That's terrible. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright, and you're probably wondering how I got here. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. That's not enough blood for her to die. I guess maybe brain swelling and stuff, but like, she didn't bleed out. Larry Butts. Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. That's so sad, this poor guy. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Sorry, hang on. My hand, the cut on my hand actually hurts kind of bad. It'll feel better once I wash it, so let me go wash my hands really fast. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about that. Okay, never happened. I'm back. Shut the fuck up, people! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Hello, Judge. You have a magnificent beard. I kinda like this music, too. That's what that pause was. I was checking out the tunes. Pain, huh? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh! Hand shaking, eyesight fading. Is there a rabid, what was it, Tasmanian devil in your pants? Please tell me you've seen that skit. Boot to the head. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I don't frickin' know! Phew, I know that. Knees weak, arms are heavy. Yeah. Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. Phoenix. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Listen, boss, I got this. Piece of cake. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. Oh, I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Cindy! Cindy Stone! Larry Butts. Butts. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? Blunt force trauma to the head. A boot to the head, if you will. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Yes. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. She was spaghetti. No, Jakob, no! It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention! You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Yeah, sure. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Why are you looking so confident? Did his face twitch? Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, that face! Oh my god! Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay. The victim arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. April, May, June. So July has 31 days. So yeah, she was murdered on July 31st. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh no! Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Fuck you, Payne. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Wince. He winced, apparently. Dude! Nick! What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yeah, yes, quite. Larry, you idiot. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Nope. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. That's not how this works. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I don't think I can stop him from answering this one. It's actually relevant to the case. Yeah, whether or not he was at the crime scene is relevant to the case. I don't have a leg to stand on in objecting to that. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. What? Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. What the hell kind of sound was that? I'm so curious about Payne's voice now. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. This is such a noisy courtroom. Sid, how's it going? Thank you so much for the biddy. Good to see you. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. The emote not on? I haven't had a chance to really get to my PC or do anything with my emotes yet. But I only have one emote slot, and I commissioned somebody for that one. When I have a second emote slot, that's where yours is gonna go, dude. Oh, this is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. I don't know how to say this name. You get 3 off the bat. I thought I only got 1. That changes everything. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say his name, to the stand. What's up, Frank? You look trustworthy. You look like the happy mask salesman, and I do not like you. Frank, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Frank, you may proceed with your testimony. I'm gonna call him Frank because I don't know how to say his last name and I don't want to butcher, his name. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Wait, is your last name an alias? Is your last name Saw It? Like, I saw it happen? That would be hilarious. Alright, witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. You already lied. You said you didn't go inside. How'd you know the phone didn't work? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I leave a record of the blackout for your perusal. Let me see this thing. Oh, it hasn't been submitted yet. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. Okay, he said it was 1 p.m., so he didn't catch himself in a lie there. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? You're a freaking attorney! Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Okay, to become an attorney, he would have had to participate in mock trials. You don't just become an attorney by filling out paperwork and passing a written exam and then show up in court like, I don't know what I'm doing. Part of all of this is mock trials. Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Gasp! How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. I like her. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Cross-examination. So he said, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. So far, nothing... Ah! He said it was 1 p.m. She died around between 4 and 5 p.m. So I can catch him on that one. I think that's going to be the only one I can catch him on, except for that he said he was too scared to go inside, but somehow he knew her phone didn't work. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes. I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Okay. I can present the time of death. Can't I? No? 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. How do I... 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Yes, I know! Present some evidence to contradict him. I'm trying. R1 to present. Let me... Oh, triangle to present. Jesus, that took me forever to figure out. Okay. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that's... Oh, This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time. He was very sure. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Why do I still have hiccups? Oh my goodness. Wait! I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Cross-examination. Time of discovery. Okay, so what do I... Oh, there was a blackout! Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. His hair flew off! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now! Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Witness testimony. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer... You dumbass, I can already catch you in that, can't I? Oh no, it has to be cross-examination. Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You know damn well that wasn't the murder weapon. That's a really dumb thing to say. Especially since you're the one that killed her. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Cross-examination. I don't know why I like doing that. Alright. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So you have to press something on the neck to get it to say the time, which means he would have had to enter the apartment and touch the murder weapon that was clearly... He just said it was still on a table instead of next to the body. Come on, man. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh, and it would have had the wrong time because it was probably a souvenir from her trip. in the courts. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawett, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. I'm having a lot of fun, can you tell? Gah! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order! Order in the courts, I say! Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawett heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try to make the clock make noise? Can I mess with it? Try sound the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, it's a statue of the thinker, so I can see why it goes, I think it's... Well, he is the thinker after all. You know what, Phoenix? I just frickin' said it, so you can sit down. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25? As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawett, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Because no one should have messed with it? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. She was in France. I'm guessing France is a 3-hour difference. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Can I... Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawett. I can't... I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Did I miss... was I supposed to do something while the red text was still... Oh! Not so fast, Mr. Sawett. Mia, you shouldn't be allowed to speak right now. Mia! Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. What you have is reasonable doubt, though. You are a defense attorney. That's true. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course! There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Her passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my god, this game is so cheesy, I love it. He's foaming at the- oh my god! He foamed at the mouth and died. He went rabid! Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Which the judge would have known because he's in the courtroom. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Wow, confetti in the courtroom. And with that, this court is adjourned. This is amazing. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And he killed her! August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Oh, thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Oh, Larry. I mean, I'm sure he's glad not to be indicted for murder, but indicted just means taken to court. To not be found guilty of murder, but his girlfriend is dead. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good! Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. His name is Larry. Harry? Yes, you! I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts! Oh no! Innocent! Mia, you were there in the courtroom. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Did you literally just ask her out right after crying about your dead girlfriend? Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey! Here, take this. It's a present. I don't want the thing that killed your ex-girlfriend. A present? For me? Oh, yeah, she can have it. Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. Yeah, until like 30 seconds ago. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right! What the heck is she talking about? I don't... The fact that she kept the clock? I don't, Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Oh my goodness, he's such a crybaby. He's adorable. I hope that made him feel a little better. Why was I still holding the evidence from a murder investigation? That should not have left the courtroom with me. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Should we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to the innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? She's your boss. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. Which is the murder weapon and needs to be in police custody. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh, interesting. The end. Alright, that was a great game, everybody. A brand new episode has been added. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Save your progress. Yes. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Well, sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. Oh, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. I think that was supposed to be Mia saying that part. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. That's such a loud, sharp beep. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. You were a terrible lawyer taking evidence. Yeah, what the hell? Why do they have this clock? Even after the murder trial is over, for Larry, they still have to actually take Frank Sawit to court. You don't just... I mean, I guess the judge could potentially turn around and say, you're guilty of murder, but he has to be the one on trial for that. You don't just... I don't know, it never follows up on something like that on, like, Law and Order. But I don't think a witness accidentally confessing to murder can automatically be found guilty and sentenced at someone else's trial. Regardless, my point was, even after the murder trial is over, there's no reason the attorneys should have this clock. That's the murder weapon. September 5th, 8:57 p.m., Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence! Farewell, Miss Fay. Ew. He looks weird. Red, white, blue. Did Mia just die? September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Wait, what do you mean move? Examine? I smell blood and that can't be good. I have to see if the chief's okay. Well, it doesn't look like she's here. Move into the office. That smell. Blood! Somebody's crying. Sis! Someone's there! Oh no! That must be Maya. Chief? Chief! Chief! Snake! Oh. Her sister found her. Hello. You don't look anything like her. Who are you? ... Okay, bye? Did she collapse? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Oh no, Mia's dead! Until finally she was cold. Did you just stand there and wait for her to go cold? Because that doesn't happen, like, immediately. Chief. Okay, some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. The Thinker statue is encrusted with blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Hang on, I've got hiccups. Once again. My life is an eternal struggle against hiccups. Call the cops? I know, right? What is he doing? The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. This is what you're thinking about? Oh my god. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice, luxurious place. Okay. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... Oh my god. Excuse me. That clock won't keep working if this keeps happening. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The Thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Thinker added to the court record. So now you're just taking evidence from a crime scene. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Broken remains of the glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. Glass shards added to the court record. Okay. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper! It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? That was not there a minute ago. How did it fall from her hand? Did she move? This is about to become a very different game if she moved after death. Gasp! A word is written in blood in the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. Excuse me. I don't know why speaking out loud, like reading things out loud, makes me start yawning. I'm not even sleepy, it just makes me yawn. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. Oh my god, you did all of this before calling the police? She had time to go from warm to cold before you called the police? I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing there. The Fay & Co. Ledger. There's a walker in the court record! Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Oh my god, excuse me again. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. I bet all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. No clues there. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Okay, so really just call the police. Alright. Right! I'd better call the police! Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Huh? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I'd better not use it. Okay, he said the same thing about the hotel. That girl just now. Where did she go? Oh yeah, he put her on the couch. She's just gone. I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run away. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fay. Maya Fay? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside of the courtroom. Talk to? What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And Sis... So she was already dead. You and the chief. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I can't with these freaking hiccups. I am so sorry. Let me take another drink. Excuse me. I would like for them to go away. So you're her sister? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay, let's leave her alone about that. Let me present her with the receipt. Oh wait, no, let me actually examine... Oh, okay, so that's examine the room. Yeah. Let's present her with this then. Before Mia died, shoot. That doesn't make sense either, because when he looked at how she got hit, he said she must have died instantly. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. Yeah, that's about the face I would make too. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! What's up? Oh my god. Of course your name is Dick Gumshoe. I love it. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. Yeah, no kidding. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder, see? No, he didn't say see that time. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am! What? Oh shit, poor Maya. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning, and I didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya. Not a very good gumshoe, yeah, no kidding. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th at 9 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, she's so sad. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? I mean, def take her in custody, but keep looking for evidence. Oh, I agree 100%, Jakob. They should both be taken into custody for questioning. They're present at a murder scene. But you don't just arrest someone for murder like that. That's dumb. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm gonna say it's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, no, I never thought... It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on my phone the other day. Oh. I'm gonna, God, it's weird because it's at 15 minutes after the hour, but I'm just now at an hour 5 of streaming, and I do need to take a break. So I'm gonna take my first stretch and hydration break, as close as I can get to every hour of streaming. I try to take a 5-minute break, or 5 or so minute break to stretch and make sure that I've got a fresh glass of water to stay hydrated. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and I'll be back probably in just a few minutes. I don't think I'm gonna take the full 5 minutes. So I'll see you then. Alrighty, what's up everybody? I'm back. So, the conversation between Maya and Mia. Poor Mia. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow, fuck you too, Mia. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess, but at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. I don't think I have anything to really present to her. Let's talk to you. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. That's a little bit strange. I'm a spirit medium in training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Okay, the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Why not just say, can you tell me what you were doing yesterday? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. Why is your cell phone recording conversations? You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. You shouldn't be recording those things. Your cell phone. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. A conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. Okay, spirit mediums. So, you're an acolyte. A medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Oh, of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit, then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Of course not, because that's not how the real world works. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? You should be able to call him. I got you. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. This is not how the justice system works. You would not have a murder trial 2 days after a murder. Holy crap. That's not even enough time to definitively get an autopsy finished, depending on where you're at and how many people are dying. You certainly wouldn't have the report back that quickly. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? Well, they're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Oh, there's no check mark here. The day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence. Oh, yeah. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay, so I've talked about everything. Let me see if she has anything else to say about the receipt, because she didn't really get to look at it before. Oh, I can't present it to her. Okay. I think I have to do it from here. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? Yeah? I know that this wasn't you, if that's what you're asking me. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... Well, that detective thinks I did it. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to talk with her about, so let's move to Grossberg Law Offices. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. So I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. I don't think there's any point in examining all of this, honestly, so I'm just gonna go back to my office. Fay & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Suede Shoes. No, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right! At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. So I can look at things. Woo! I don't think I need to be here, though. Wait, can I... Yeah, there's no point in standing where I'm standing. Where can I move to? Can I talk to you about Mia? About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? Hmm? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Sweet, thanks. Time of death, September 5th at 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous, but she had time to write Maya's name in blood. That still bothers me. Pretty sure that's actually going to be a contradiction that comes up in court. I don't think she wrote Maya's name. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Oh, that guy. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, being a lawyer and all. Nope. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do! I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one, huh? He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay, there's nothing else to talk to you about, but can I... Oh yeah, I need to ask him about the cell phone. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure! I mean, wait a second, pal! Tricky lawyer! Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight or tell him not so straight? I mean, I'm not so straight myself, but... Nah, tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems like he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Maya's cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. That's not... Oh, her! Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May, of course. Does she have a sister named June July? I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? Ah, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room till the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. You literally just told me where she is. GG. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay, so this is the same conversation from the very beginning of the chapter. I'm not gonna go ahead and reread that. Let's go to Gatewater Hotel then. Room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Why are you doing the catgirl pose? Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. I don't know what the hell accent I'm trying to give her, I really don't. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine that one. Well, sorry to tell you, Phoenix, that's gonna be you. What's in the drawer? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. You mean like one that would take the screws off the receiver of a phone? I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Alright, May. What did you witness? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observed. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Oh my god. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Well, let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you... Just who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues? In the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. I mean, she already believes that I'm an attorney, and I don't want to show her any of the evidence. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. That's gonna be good to know. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Well, okay. She won't let me look at this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Okay, I don't think there's anything else for me to find here. Oh, there's a painting. Ah, still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Okay, yeah, so I have nothing else to say to her necessarily. But if I go back to Grossberg Law Offices, maybe that person will be there. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is still out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come out. Ahem! Oh, if that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. Oh my god, the little twitchy mustache. Do it again. Twitch! Twitch, twitch! He looks even grander than I imagined. Hmm? That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Hmm? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it! Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Hmm? Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? Ah-cha-cha, I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Well, wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Hmm? Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep, fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. I thought you had nothing else to talk to me about. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hats. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay, I don't think that the goal is to convince him to take the case. So I don't think showing him any of the evidence will do anything. I don't see any point in her autopsy report. Conversation between Mia and Maya. There's no reason for him to know that. I could try tugging at his heartstrings with the receipt, but I don't want him to know. If this was actually written by Mia, then it could be trying to get Maya to check something out. No. Move. There we go. Let's just go see Maya and tell her that he won't take the case, but I will. Okay, so we're at 3:42 p.m. She's gotta have a lawyer, and she's gotta have one now. Hiya! Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well... What do I tell her? Well, you see... Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. No, I'll be your lawyer. Your family? What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who is this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? Well, the case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? That would be a quick ending to the chapter, I suppose. No, I'm gonna defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. No, she can tell you no. Why? Why? Well... because I won't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, because I've been there a long time ago. Oh, he looks so sad. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Oh no, don't cry! Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. I think that means that I should go speak with her again. But first, I want to see if I give her back her cell phone, does she have anything to say? Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Aww. I don't want to show her the autopsy report. There's no point in showing her the glass, and I certainly don't want to stick a murder weapon in front of her and be like, here, look at this. Let's go check on April May Gatewater Hotel. Let's see if we can get her to let us see what's in that drawer. Maybe I can trick her into, like, turning her back or something. Hello, bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come up here, I end up embarrassing myself? Oh, he said enjoy before he left, because he knows the type of girl she is. As far as her, employment. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. That evidence cannot be submitted. You are not a detective. You are here without her express permission. That makes this inadmissible. It just bugs the hell out of me. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? Phoenix, why are you talking about it out loud while you're sneaking in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. You fucking can't. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Phoenix. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy! Still there? Oh, time to scram! I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In course! To be continued. Save your progress up to this point. It told me it just saved, but I'm gonna save again just to make sure. Just in case the game, like, blue screens or something. I think I just double saved, but you know what? You can never be too careful. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Hey, it's the same judge! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. He'll be on you, alright. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. Oh, excuse me. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already, the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Well, he already said that it would be really hard to make out a face from across, so maybe he's gonna use that. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Excuse me, it worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? Nope, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Cross-examination. I didn't mean to press that. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were? Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Let me just press him on literally everything. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Ugh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Witness testimony. Oh my god, my voice is actually breaking. I'm gonna have to potentially do these in games like this where there's this much talking. I might have to do short streams of. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Objection! The autopsy said she died instantly. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. I like this judge. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright. So I need to get to where he says before she died, something, something, something. Present the autopsy. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. I'm so proud of myself for catching that literally at the crime scene. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Why did you bow, you dramatic mofo? That is all. Oh, I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham! No, you're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Damn it. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service, wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. Oh, this is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out my window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. And yeah, she did bounce her boobies. For no reason. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. No, the fuck it's not. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Are you sure you're talking about her testimony? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? You bet your ass I will. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Witness's accounts. Okay. Let me see. I can't see what time it said she died at anymore, but I'm pretty sure it was 9 o'clock. That was about when Maya said she arrived. Looked out the window, saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Let me press her. I think I'm gonna press her on the one attacking her was the mousy girl. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. No, I question it. Someone could have left. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendants? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony, is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. Of course we do. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. She was also arrested in those clothes. What do you say to that, Miss May? Row! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? Twitchy face. I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness testimony. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then, the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? How would you have known it was a clock if you saw it from a distance? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination. Gladly. Ran after her, hit her with that weapon. Here we go. I'm gonna press her. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Okay. Her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words? Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Okay, let's look at it one more time. If she ran off to the right, she wouldn't have still been in front of the window. Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! It was my right hand. Right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please, continue. Then, the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Did you really? Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. See, looks like a statue, so why is she calling it a clock? I pressed it once, I'm gonna press it again. Okay. No, shut up. I didn't mean to press right and, like, go all the way back to the beginning. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her? Sure. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Sure you did. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. What the fuck? But questions are all I have, Your Honor, and as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Alright. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because... I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time! So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. Wait, no, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Of course not. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the courts, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. Let me check this one more time, because she said that I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. I had to take the clockwork out, so it's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? You bet I can. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything, Miles? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the phone call. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. You're looking a little nervous there, Miles. You good, bro? Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So, you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? Well, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it, obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, because this was a handmade clock. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please, produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. The actual clock. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Ooh? Oh. I don't even know what to make of that sound. What the fuck just happened to her? Did her bra just, like, snap? Okay. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Uh-huh. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Oh. Silly me. Excuse me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee, wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. This is familiar territory. I'll just use the same approach as I did with Larry. Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this? When she used it to strike the victim. When else? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. That's not... That accusation didn't make sense. Saying that she held it in her hands shouldn't have been the same as saying that she killed somebody with it. I fucked up. Tisk tisk. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix, right? What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty. Yes, I know. Saying she held it in her hand isn't supposed to mean the conclusion that it rang. Darn it. Oh, of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. She did it. No, she didn't. It would be my pleasure. No way! Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't the murder take place at 9 o'clock at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Mr. Wright, you've just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Yes, I understand. I screwed up. Unless maybe he was supposed to make that accusation. Like, if that's just a part of the story. Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But if that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait! Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof you say. Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock? Because they heard the conversation. Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes, I already proved it. Can you prove it? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is this cell phone conversation. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendants and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Excuse me, am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's not fair! All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? Great, now she's trying to cry. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. I'm not gonna say she did it, because I know that she didn't, but... Well, actually, I don't know that she didn't. I know it showed me a different face, but... Oh no, she has a rock-solid alibi, so saying you did it wouldn't help. So why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well... No, the bellboy doesn't help anything. I know that it wasn't her, but I need her to crack on why she did the wiretap. She never answered that. Right, on with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes, but that bears no relevance to the case at hand. Murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh. Think this can't be the end, but I'm out of evidence. Then I believe the cross-examination is over. Shit, I should have called the bellboy. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means... Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy, and Miss April May's alibi prove to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? That's not how conditions work. That's not how courtrooms work. You don't get to just say, I'm willing to bet my client's innocence on your client's guilt. Frick that. Edgeworth. He's got me backed into a corner. But I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. That's not... You don't gamble with your client's guilt over another person's guilt. Oh my goodness. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Why did you literally bring the tray of... Okay. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service, sir. That tea set looks rather heavy. So, without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Witness testimony. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Oh, you brought something to her, all right. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. I don't care that you're the head bellboy. Received a call after 8 in the evening from Miss May. Let's see. I never did end up using this. Or the glass shards, but I don't think I'm going to use those. And the autopsy report doesn't say the time that she died anymore, but I'm pretty sure everything lines up with about 9. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Let me press at the exact time. Precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 o'clock p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like, an iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. So she wouldn't have been alone when she saw the murder. You were sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, favored me with an embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait! Please wait! Yes! Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? I don't know what any of these are going to specify, though. probably not bed making. Room service or check-in. Oh, wait, maybe bed making. No, bed making wouldn't say whether or not there was a second person there. Her check-in wouldn't matter. The room service for the bottle with the 2 glasses might be... Tell me again about, room service. Again, sir. No, not that room service. I meant... Ah, shit, I didn't mean to skip all that, but it was essentially she ordered iced coffee at exactly 9. It was like $8.03. I see. Hmm? Oh, $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know? And we don't skip on the ice, sir. Aha. What did he say? What did you say? Ah, oh, rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I got him. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh... You fool! Coaching your witness to lie by omission. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Yeah, okay. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstarts. Amateur! These accusations are ludicrous! Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. So you're telling the lawyers to go investigate the murder? September 7th, 2:24 p.m. The defendant lobby. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? Aw, I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But, I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it! What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning that her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Save your progress. Yes, I'm going to save my progress, and then, it might not sound like it, I don't know if it sounds like it to y'all, but my voice has broken a few times, and my throat actually hurts pretty bad from doing this much talking, and I didn't intend on doing voices, but I've ended up attempting voices unintentionally. But I think I should probably stop just to preserve my voice, and maybe do like 2.5, 3 hour max streams with this specific game. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I'll be back on Wednesday for whatever I want Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to play, but we'll figure it out. I just had a derp moment. What the hell did I play last week? I don't even know anymore. But we'll figure it out. And then on Friday, I'll be back with more of The Walking Dead, which inevitably will bring me to tears once again. So I hope to see y'all for those streams. And thank you everybody who came by, who hung out, who left a lurk. Thank you, Jakob, for hanging out and chatting with me. And thank you once again for resubscribing for that second month in a row. I really appreciate you supporting me. It means a lot, man. Make sure to stay hydrated, be nice to your voice box, because that's a lesson I'm learning right now. I'm probably going to go make some tea with honey, maybe a bit of lemon. And, be nice to the people that you care about, and be nice to yourselves. I'll see y'all next time. Have a great one.